Hello, hello, beautiful souls. How are you doing? I hope all is well with you. Beautiful souls, mind you, okay, be very mindful that you're going to have, unfortunately, a lot of haters in this life. But your number one haters are going to come from your own family first. I've seen it, I've experienced it, and I continue to hear about people and their toxic, dynamic family members. And it's honestly really sad. I feel like a lot of people who deal with depressions and anxieties and certain mental things, it stems from the family first. A lot of your shortcomings, a lot of things that you deem as failures, all these things started from the home. Most people, they don't come from healthy, stable homes. And see, the world tries to make you feel like something's wrong with you if your mom was this way or your dad was that way or wasn't there or whatever. When in reality, as a collective, as a whole, we're all dealing with similar issues. No one has, not one person in this world has everything all together and figured out. That is a lie. And if anyone tries to come out and act like they're perfect and everything went well for them, they're lying to you. Now, see, a lot of the things that happen, they're not your fault because you don't choose the family that you're born into. Some people do believe in that. As Erica Badu has said, and other wise philosophers have said, the wise man knows that he knows nothing at all. I highly doubt that we did choose our family when we came here, but some spiritual people, they believe that. So whatever you believe, that's your belief. But me personally, I do not. Because I hardly doubt that I would have chose the woman who birthed me, or siblings and things like that. I would have wanted a brother, an older brother. I would have asked for loving, very kind, nurturing sisters, nurturing, loving mother. And again, that's another topic. That's off topic. But whether you believe you chose your family or you didn't, you were not prepared for the trauma and the hurt and the pain that they caused you. Okay. I mean, it's really bad. And you guys are going to hear me talk about this often, even for people who have been following my content for a while and you see me do videos on family members. There will be several, and I mean several videos on family members because that's where you spent most of your time growing up, at least until you're almost 18. Maybe other people were raised by their grandparents or raised by aunts or other things. For other people, you were with your mom or dad or both until about 18, or at least around that age. They, whether it came from arguing constantly, talking down on you, talking about your weight, your looks, are you going to wear this out the house? Why do you act like that? What about your grades here? What did you do to this teacher? Like, it was a lot. And those things also carry on as you become an adult. There's things called like attachment styles, like how you interact with people as far as a loving relationship based off of how you were raised. A lot of people are raised into anxious attachments, meaning that when you meet people, you will accept even the bare minimum in crumbs. You will accept bad behavior because that's what you saw your mom went through. That's what you saw your dad went through, or your siblings, or whatever. Maybe it was a generational curse that most of the women in your family were divorced. So then you got married and got a divorce. Or most of the women in your family was abused, so then you accept an abusive relationship. It's very rare that you will see certain things as a small adult and just say, I'm never going to go through that, and it never happens. There were things where I said I didn't want to be like my mom or happen for my mom, but it actually happened. And it's like your family, they will take zero accountability, the toxic ones at least. Most family members in the world are toxic. So they don't want to take accountability for the harmful, bad things that they introduced you to and that they allow to be passed down from generation to generation. That's why God chose you. You are the generational curse breaker. If you are a chosen one watching this, God chose you not just through your friendship circle, but mainly through your family dynamic, to be that generational curse breaker, to stand up for things that are not right. Don't allow certain problems to be just swept under the rug. Like I told you all, that rug is going to be filled with crap. But God chose you, chosen one, to remove that crap and to expose it, and to go through your children, if you want to have children, that is, that you teach them the opposite of what was done to you. Don't allow it to continue for another generation. And the evil energies in this world, they don't want you to they don't want you to break that. There are evil entities in this world, in this matrix, in this realm, this 3D, that loves the chaos, that loves the drama, that loves the brokenness, that loves just hurt. So when you're going against what the norm has been for so long, you're going to be met with great opposition. You're going to be met with a lot of things, chosen one. Spiritual warfare. People again that just won't like you for no reason. But again, the main place to start it was at home. If you can overcome the haters in your own household, forget the other people out here. It's worse if your own mom, dad, sister, cousin, brother is hating on you versus your next door neighbor. It's both sad, but that's supposed to be your blood. That's your sibling. Y'all supposed to be kin. Y'all supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be y'all against the world. The world, even though it's sad to say this, the world is supposed to kind of hate on you. Yeah, like it's supposed to be expected. But for your own mom, like I think that's the worst thing in the world. Your own mom is a hater. Your own sibling is a hater. Instead of telling you that you're beautiful and, oh, I'm so proud of you, I'm so happy you're my older sister, younger sister, middle sister, they're too busy sizing you up and wanting to say harsh criticisms. And in case you're wondering if it's hate or not, I understand if someone can never again just give you a genuine compliment, especially your own family member, if they can just, if they've never told you that you're beautiful, and again, not that you need it. No, it's not about you needing it like you're a narcissist, but who wouldn't want to hear that from their own mom? Who wouldn't want to hear that from their own sister or brother? If they can't tell you without throwing any type of weirdness in there, oh, you look good. Oh, you lost weight. Oh, I see you put on a little pounds. It look good on you. Oh, I love your hair. Look at that outfit. If they can't do that and actually be genuine about it, 10 times out of 10, they're a hater. If they gotta say, I guess you got your little hair done, you think you're doing something. Oh, I guess you got your little car, and they put the little on there. Ain't nothing little over here, baby. Ain't nothing little over here. Everything I do is big. How about it? That's the type of confidence you gotta clap back at. Not because you're full of yourself, but again, they want you to be on the ground like crumbs. And you're way above that. Like I tell you all the time, no matter who doesn't like you or love you, you're royalty. And you will be treated as such. But they don't want that for you because they don't think that of themselves. But that's it. That's a them problem. Never a you problem. And it's so sad that at least 80 to 85% of people grew up in such a toxic, unsupportive household, still to this day. But the beautiful thing of God, baby, the beautiful, beautiful thing of God is that God is going to bring alongside people that are going to support you, that are going to be like family to you. You have to heal the subconscious mind of all the trauma of your family. And this is why I'm doing these videos. I don't want you to stay there and be completely sad or feel like you got robbed of something. No, if anything, they were robbed because you're so beautiful. If they actually got to know how beautiful your soul is, you could have helped to heal them. But instead, they wanted to shun you. They wanted to make you feel like an outsider. They wanted to kick you while you were already down. And they wanted to bring you down because they're down already. They're miserable. Misery loves company. That is always going to be one of my favorite things to say because it's so true, especially in this matrix. But your family members, they're going to regret. They're going to regret all the times they hurt you, whether that's physically, emotionally, spiritually, them neglecting you, them trying to make you out to be crazy. Some family members, they want to click up with other people and try to leave you out. They're all going to regret it. But I want you as chosen ones to acknowledge it, to understand it, and then go through the pain and the trauma accordingly because you're going to be able to pass down this wisdom to others. See, y'all, I use my pain as my power. That's why I'm able to come on here and talk to you all daily. Y'all are my family. Y'all are my friends. God is my number one, though. My husband, my children, but that's really about it. I don't have a big thing of support because they rather hate because that's what their heart is filled with. See, in order to hate on you, they're already a hateful being within themselves. That's why the real thing of this is you can't take it personal. Even though it's like, but it's my family. Of course I'm gonna take it personal. No, baby. Because it was never really truly about you. All of those people, the mother, brother, sister, cousin, uncle, all those people, they're broken because they allowed, when they were younger, they were your age, for that trauma to keep cycling through. They didn't want to be the generational curse breaker. And again, maybe they just wasn't called to. I'm not even going to say they didn't want to. Maybe they just weren't called to. Like I said, we didn't just wake up one day and choose to be a chosen one. We were chosen. That's why it says chosen. So I'm not even going to say maybe they didn't want. But again, a lot of people are called. But a lot of people, they don't want to answer the call. See, in order to be a chosen one, you gotta be comfortable with being, again, isolated. You gotta be comfortable with being more introverted. You're not going to be around a lot of people like that because they can't handle your light. They can't. It's too pure. And I literally had someone tell me that. They said, you are like so filled with love that like the wickedness that goes on in me, like I just can't stand it. And like she was dead serious. Like, and then she tried to do like a little and I think I told you guys that, but I will never forget that. That's truly disturbing. But that's what it really is. You are so filled with love and so much filled with pureness and hope. You stand for everything that this world hates. This world loves greed, loves lust, loves indulgence, loves robbing, stealing, unaliving, the worst things, the scum. That's what this world promotes. Look at all the celebrities and how they live their lives. And again, and I'm not here to judge it, but at the same time, it's like, look what's actually celebrated. Look what's actually accepted. And then look at the beautiful souls like us that are constantly rejected, talked about, even though what is our crime? That we love hard? Our crime is that we have great intentions, that we want the best for people. Very weird. But again, it is what it is. But your family, they're going to regret it. They're going to regret hating on you. They're going to regret making you feel like an outsider because the work that God is doing in you, in the success that He's going to bring to you, and all the prayers that you've prayed, He's answering, and all the tears that you've ever shed, He put them in a bottle, and He's going to take care of the people who brought those tears to you, especially if they were bad tears. God is going to take care of them. He's going to bless you right in front of their faces. You don't have to worry about anything that's ever been done to you, said about you, in your face or behind your back, because God is taking account of it all. And when it's time for Him to make His moves, He's not going to hesitate. I don't know when God makes His moves, but I know He does, because His word never comes back void. And any problem I ever had, He always solves it. If your family members are a problem, He's going to solve it. And like I said, they're going to want to spin the block. It's a lot of people that you got to put on ice that you don't talk to for years. I have a few people I haven't talked to in years. And it might stay that way. Maybe not. I don't know. But all I know is that I'm not going to change my worth or my values to fit in anywhere, especially if you don't want me there. Because again, you can't handle my light. So keep being your beautiful self. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I love you all so much. Remember who you are and never let anyone out here convince you differently. You are blessed. You are loved. You're amazing. All right, beautiful souls. I'll see you in the next video, okay? I love you so much. But remember, God loves you so much more.